Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part 4 and the last part of putting a pattern in a dog, and I really like this pattern. So I brought it in. If you watched the previous video, is right here. It wasn't very difficult at all. I go to bitmap and resample. It's already at 600. Go to bitmap and convert it to black and white because there are some grays in there. And then go to trace bitmap, outline trace, clip art, reduce bitmap, yes. It'll take just a second and Corel will trace this. It traces it remarkably well. The details is pretty cool. Takes just a second. Press OK. Your new one will be on the, and you can see that we still have some whites, but the grays are all gone. So we could do two things. We're going to go and ungroup this. And you could go through here and delete some of these whites, but that would take too long. So select the whole thing. Go up to Edit, Find and Replace, Find Object, begin a new search, find a fill, a uniform fill, next. Let's get this out of the way just a hair. Specify the color, go down and get your eyedropper tool, and let's find a white. Hit next, next, finish, find all. And it'll take just a second to find them all because there's a lot of them. Then you can X out of there, and then we can nudge the whites out of the way. Now this isn't perfect because the fact that the blacks are still there. So we can left click, right click, take our first graphic, left click, right click, and nudge it back over. That gives us our border. So this is a little bit difficult, but then we can take the Smart Fill tool, and it's not going to fill this in 100%, but it's going to fill in a lot. And you could add some detail, and it's taking a little bit of time because there's a lot of drawing in here. It's got a rectangle around it, so it's stopping it. And you can see it's left out some of the detail, but you could very easily go add this detail with the Smart Fill tool and just hit every other one of these. You know, you could redo that pattern and hit every other one of these, and you know, do whatever you wanted to your heart's content. That's a linker right there. Let's do just a little bit on this one. Smart Fill tool, start with the inside, do every other one. Let's do this one. And that's good enough for the video. You could take your time and do it right. Now you can left click, or excuse me, now you can right click no outline, and there's your pattern. And all I did was put it in the dog was to, let's move this out of the way. Let's make a new, what I call a well for this to go into. And our new pattern is quite a bit smaller. So we're going to left click, right click our well. Let's rotate it when we left some of the black behind. So I'm going to go back and get them. I'm going to Control G and group it together. Then I'll left click, right click. I'll move this down. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm going to make it about the appropriate size for this dog's leg. A little bit less. Go up to, while that's selected, go to Arrange, Power Clip, place inside frame. And because you haven't moved anything, let's zoom in, it'll nudge right back to where it needs to be. And there you go. There's you a pattern in a dog. You need to do one more for his one ear, but you could use anything in there. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.